I'm assuming they're actually like kind of delicate, but I don't know. We'll see.
As far as 1107 AD, Flemish weavers are said to have brought these dogs as long as they traveled to reside in
Dogs.
Wales. Some believe that these dogs may have descended from Swedish cattle dogs that were brought to Wales by the Vikings in the 9th and 10th
The
century.
Vikings.
Either way, Pembrokes and Cardigans, the other corgi breed, both appeared together in 1925
like
and they were
Cardigans.
exhibited under the rules of the Kennel Club in Britain. Both the
So the Cardigans are the ones that have the merle colors.
breeds were officially recognized under a single heading by the Kennel Club in 1928, but were later acknowledged as two separate breeds in 1934. Shortly after, Pembrokes first appeared in the US in 1936 and have been slowly gaining popularity ever since. Number 2, they're a part of the Welsh myths. According to an ancient lore, two children who were out in the
Is that this kind of stuff I'm wanting to learn with corgis? Come on, man. Okay, here we go. I wish I knew these before owning
Everybody
a corgi.
and their
Okay, let's see
mothers
what
want a
that says.
corgi these days, thanks to the hilarious internet memes, their quirky sense of humor, and their cute stubby legs. It's hard resisting the
Personally, I
adorableness
just
of a
don't like
corgi.
small dogs to
But
begin
before
with,
you
but-
bring home a corgi, these are things
don't
you should
really care.
absolutely know about these dogs. So let's talk about things
I
that
am a big
no
dog
one
person.
tells you when owning a corgi. Number 1, corgis aren't quiet dogs at all.
Oh, I
If
know
you're
that.
sensitive to loud noises
I've
or
noticed
have
that
small
already.
children that are, then the corgi
Oh, I've
may
noticed
not
that.
be for you. Sure, they may be small dogs, but that doesn't mean they can't make
Oh,
a
he
lot
be
of noise.
barking.
In fact,
He
their
barks.
barks are so much louder than you would expect. However, you have to understand that this is just how these dogs communicate. They bark when they're upset, they bark when they're excited, and they bark when they're hungry. You just have to accept the fact that they're prone to unnecessary alarm barking, where they'll bark to
Alarm
the slightest
bark?
of sounds in or around your home. All it takes is a squirrel running across the backyard to set these dogs off. After all, they were
Not
bred
if
to
they're
herd
not
cattle
trained.
that literally weigh 100 times more than them. They may be too small for these massive animals to see, but with their loud bark,
How the heck are these small little dogs gonna be over here? Like, one little kick, wouldn't it end this corgi? Like, genuinely, with how delicate their backs are, I feel like it would take one little trample and it's done on these corgis. I don't know. I just don't understand how they could ever have been a herder breed. I don't get that.
you can be sure they know where they're at. Number 2, there's no need to dock a corgi's tail. Although it's somewhat rare to see a tail on a Pembroke Welsh corgi, docking their tails
Oh,
isn't
I wish
really
he had a
necessary
tail.
anymore. This is something I wish I knew before we brought home our
Don't
corgi.
question the
You
process.
see, in the past, all working dogs had their tails surgically cut off, which is essentially what tail docking is.
Oh, I didn't know
People
that.
believed that working dogs had a higher chance of injuring their tails, which
Okay, they're worried about the tails. I'm worried about their back.
can lead to gruesome pain and a lot of medical complications. Take the corgi, for example. These dogs are so low to the ground that it's possible that the much larger cow could easily step on their tail while being herded.
I mean, they could just step on them and period. Look how tiny they are.
While this may seem like a great idea in the past, the fact is barely
Oh, they're not that tiny. I mean, honestly, that's like the size of his body.
any corgis are still herding on farms. Today, the vast majority are just family companions. So why do we still dock a corgi's tail? This tradition of tail docking can be traced back to England in the 17th century,
It's
where
always
the
England.
Parliament
It's always
introduced
England.
a
You see that,
tax on
guys? It's
companion
always
dogs.
England.
To differentiate between companion dogs and working dogs, the community
small.
decided to cut the tails
They're
off
not
working
that
dogs,
small. Man, I thought they
including
were
the
gonna be a lot
herding
smaller than
corgis.
that.
So, after many centuries and countless
like
generations of
not too
corgis
small.
sporting this look, the
It's like
tradition
medium
stuck.
almost.
But the reality is, tail
I mean, that's kind of like a medium-sized dog, actually. Like, that looks like the size of... That looks a little bigger than my cat. And my cat's a big cat. Like, Kai is a big cat.
docking your
It's
corgi
a
is
big
purely for
ragdoll.
cosmetic
Hi,
purposes today.
Scotty.
Personally, I think having a tail makes it easier to read the emotions of your corgi, all while making them seem more animated and lively. So consider reaching out to your breeder and requesting the tail of your new pup to stay intact. Number 3. Corgis need more exercise than you think. Making the assumption that corgis
Oh, good. I hope they need a lot more exercise, because that's what I like to do.
are couch potatoes is easily one of the biggest mistakes of new owners. Corgis are relatively small dogs and often get mislabeled
I don't know. That doesn't look too... I mean, I guess maybe he is small. I don't know. They look a little big at some angles, and then they look tiny in other angles.
with lap dogs. But don't be fooled. This is far from the case. Sure, a corgi may fit in your lap, but good luck trying to get them to stay there for long. The truth is, the Corgi is a highly energetic dog that needs a lot more physical stimulation
Oh,
than one
that's
would
good
think.
then.
A full-grown adult Corgi will require roughly 1 hour of exercise each
Only one.